Let's get this started, man. We're gonna have some fun.
And if the moon moves me as it does the waves, why not be brave? All I see, I strive to see all of me. If I am all I see, I strive to see all of me. And if the sun sets but rises again, and I can never stop, then we will never
All right. I am new to this, so it's gonna be a little crazy. There we go. There we go. So I'm kind of figuring this software out right now. Can everyone see Keta? I'm looking at the chat right now. Can everyone see Keta? Okay, wait, that link isn't working. Do y'all want me to give y'all a minute to try this link? I'm gonna put that link up again. Here, let me post that. Let me post this. Hey, Theresa. All right, we got a couple people up in there. All right. Okay, let me pull this off. Oh, the chat is just going by so fast now. Okay. Okay, let's do it. So first of all, I want to welcome everybody for coming here. Thank you so much. We're trying to do something fun and interesting since we're on quarantine. And me and Keta every now and then. So first of all, let me tell y'all about Keta real quick. I met her swirling up in New Orleans by Geraldine Gibson, right? And there was a lot of crazy authors are crazy. Some authors are like real drama queens. Some are like mentally like something's wrong with them. And then there's some that are just really authentic. And I would say that Keta is just so authentic, super compassionate. I have so many. It was just, how many days was we in New Orleans? Like 3-4 days?
3 or 4, I think.
I have so many stories with Keta, and we were just there. I remember being really drunk one night. Remember, I was really drunk many nights. I was so drunk, and I was like, after party in Keta room. And Keta raced out of that motherfucker. She was like,
Oh.
So, like, I love Keta so much.
No, the thing that got me was the fries. The French fries is the one that got me.
That was the night, the French fry night. And so, basically, though, after that, I have to say that anytime I get stressed out, anytime I'm not sure what to do with writing or whatever, and it's usually 2 or 3 in the morning, I can actually just go and message Keta. Keta gonna be up at any point in time in the day, and she will video chat me and talk me through my craziness. So I just wanted to show the picture from New Orleans. Jan is on the right. Jan is crazy too. and I'm trying to get Jan up in here eventually. Let's see what else we got over here. Try not to do this too much. What are we doing? This is the party that Keta actually helped me with the freaking party, helped me decorate. Remember that? So anyway, so later on, I want to say one more thing. I'm gonna be giving out Amazon gift cards to the people who put in questions. And also Keta is going to be doing some giveaways later too. Is that right?
That's right. I think everybody knows me as the giveaway queen.
The giveaway queen. Before we get into the book, though, I wanted to ask you about this right here, the skydiving. Can you explain what's up with the skydiving?
Oh my goodness!
Why? Why did you do that?
Okay, so a lot of people probably know from reading my bio that I was in the military. But while I was in the military, I was admin, I was HR. So they didn't let a lot of HR people skydive. They didn't let us go to jump school. So when I got out, I said, hell, I want to jump. So I jumped.
I couldn't have did it. I wouldn't have been able to do that at all. At all.
Man. Right after I wanted to do it again.
You did it again? Hell to the no. Hell to the no.
No, I want to do it again.
Nah, man.
But we were only in Dubai. We were in Dubai for a week, so I didn't have time to book another jump. Or I would have actually done it again.
So now is this picture of you in Dubai? This picture right here. Is that you in Dubai?
Where did you find that?
I was all up in you. I was stalking you today. I was all up in your profile.
That's in Dubai.
So okay. That's right. That's right. You wasn't ready.
And I usually don't post a lot of pictures. No, usually I don't post a lot of pictures, but like readers were inboxing me asking for pictures because I don't post a lot. So I was like, here you go. Here I go.
So how did you get started with writing?
Oh God. I'm not one of those people that started writing, like, you know how people will say, I started writing when I was still in the birth canal and when I was 2 and 3 and 4. That's not me. I didn't even really get into reading until I was like in my mid-20s. And then that was when I had my first deployment to Iraq. I started reading a lot. And this was 2003, 2004. So Iraq was like a hot, really, really hot zone. So I'm starting to hear voices. So I'm thinking, okay, I'm one of these crazy damn soldiers that's over here in the hot zone, bullets flying, mortars dropping, people dying. So, you know, I'm crazy. But I had no idea at the time it was my muses talking to me. So that's when I really started to just write. I was reading and writing for just a year, 2003, 2004. And then after that deployment was over, I went back to regular normal life and got back into my career. So writing it went away for like a long time. It didn't come back until around 2015. And again, I did it for like a year, went away. Then it hit hard again in 2017 when I started writing just manuscript after manuscript after manuscript. And the Sons of Anarchy sparked the Twisted series.
That's what made you
get in. I started writing that series like the summer of 2017. And I wrote it was 4 books at first. And then I took and combined the 3rd and the 4th book and made it into 3 books. That's all it was supposed to be. Then I hit her. I was like, I'm gonna need help with this. And
Them characters didn't
she hit me
stop
back
talking.
like 3 days later, like, yeah, send me the book. I was like, wow. So the book hit, the first book hit, and people was reading. I was like, oh shit. So here go. She's like, you said you was finished with them, so you got the second book ready? I was like, yep, here you go. So it was like a week later, the second book was out. And then the third book was supposed to be a third and a fourth book, but it took me longer because I combined those two books into one big book. So that's how the Twisted series came.
So now, since we're on the Twisted series, because we definitely got some questions, let me see if I can find these questions. Well, before we get into the Twisted series real quick, what service, because I was Navy, what service were you? Military service.
The Army.
Army.
And
Okay.
if anybody knows about the Army sits its people out there like target practice. We are also target practice.
I saw
you
that
get
you
put out there and everything. So a lot of what was in my books came from some of the crazy stuff I saw in the military.
Whoa. How many years did you do in the Army?
I did 8 years.
Woo. Okay, I only did 6 years. So yeah, thank you for your service. In the Navy, I sat on my butt. So thank you for your service. And you was deployed in Iraq, right?
I went to Iraq 2 times as a soldier and 1 time as a civilian. So I was in Iraq 3 times.
Whoa. Okay. So now you said, I saw that you toured 30 countries. What was your favorite country?
It's probably the smallest country, and it was for a vacation. Me and my husband, we went to the Maldives. We went to Mali, and one of the islands I can't pronounce, and we stayed there for a week. And if I could have stayed there forever, I would have.
You still be there right now.
I would still be there.
Now, speaking of your husband is in where? In Kuwait right now?
He's in Kuwait, and he is mad as hell because he can't travel. So he's stuck. He can't go anywhere. And he's like me. A lot of my job is traveling, and he can't travel, so he's going crazy just sitting there.
And then, so how long has it been since y'all have seen each other?
Ooh, I haven't seen my husband in about 8 months, 9 months. It's been a long time.
Woo! Well, nothing but love and support to y'all. I can't wait till y'all are reunited. Sorry, because you're dealing with this coronavirus on a different level right now. Okay, so let's get back to your books. All right. So, and on your bio, it says that you enjoy flirting with the darker side of romance, which I love. Why? Why do you like the darker
side? Because for me, I want to know about what's the history behind like a killer or a criminal or a person that's not like everyday suit and tie. It to me is just more interesting to find out what got this person to be so mean, what got them to be so vicious. The backstory behind like a criminal or a killer for me is the most interesting thing. So that's why I go with the darker side.
So then this is my question here, because I've been bothering you about this, but I'm gonna it's Tanika Thorkill, and I hope I got your name right, Tanika, right? So
I'm reading some of the
questions. Yeah, but this question goes kind of in line because I've been bothering you about this since New Orleans. I've actually been bothering you and Jan about this. So Tanika Thorkill, I hope I got that right. She says, since nobody brings more shock value when reading than you and Kenya, example, a snake, Ansel, and a rocket launcher, Kaz, that's my character, shut me down. Will we see a possible collaboration? You know, I've been bothering you about writing a book together. What is up? People want to know.
Oh my God. Would I do? Yes, of course I would do it. The only thing for me is my work schedule. Most days I work 12-hour days, can go into 14-hour days. So for me, it will slow up another author if I do a collab. But if we can work out a schedule, heck yes.
And see, the thing too for me is I have series to finish, and you just started this series, so you want to finish that because you're in the groove. So we have to be thinking like summertime, end of summer, fall type of situation. But because I want to do a freaking series, like a 3-book series where either one of us does the hero and the heroine, or we write books in the same world and we get Jan Raggedy ass up in there to do a book too. And we got like 3 brothers in the world or some shit like that.
If you bring Jan into it, oh my goodness.
It's gonna be crazy.
If it was all 3 of us teamed up on a book, oh my God.
Woo! It would be amazing. We gotta do this shit. We gotta do this shit. Okay. Summertime. Okay, so let's get into some more questions here. Jennifer Reynolds said, will you be delving deeper into the background of Mecca? You gave us just enough to be intrigued by her.
Jennifer, yes, and yes again. My crazy mind actually started out with Mecca and origin story, but the way the characters were playing out in my head, I had to give them a whole lot more history than what they had. So that I backed all the way up. I mean, I was like 40,000 words in, and I was like, it's a lot missing that I need to put here. So I backed all the way up, and I was like, okay, let's start with Cain and Desiree, and we're going to give some history, and then we're going to hit Mecca and origin. So yes, Mecca, I think Mecca got more background than any of my other characters.
Sitting here playing around with this thing so much. I need to stop playing with this shit. Okay. So Tamika also brought up, and she didn't ask this, but I saw her. I was looking at her review today. By the way, Tamika Brown did a really great vlog review, and she's always doing vlog reviews for Black female authors. Not many people do that.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Yep. Thank you for caring. Thank you for putting it out there. That means nothing but love for us. Yes. So anyway, I was looking at the review, and she was talking about, she thinks that there is going to be a Chaos series, and that it's going to be possibly called Chaos. I know that when I was bothering one of those nights,
you lovely lady.
Ooh, girl, I'm in the zone. So tell me, Chaos series, how many books you think? What's going on?
Tamika, with that question, she hit like the nail on the head. But you know what? I answered that question back in November 2019. I actually answered that question back in November 2019 before I had even written one word of the first book.
Okay.
When I put out Roots of the Wicked, and everybody know Roots of the Wicked is like one of my old, was just an old book that I had out there because I wanted to get something out there. But in the back of Roots of the Wicked, I put other titles. And this is before I even wrote one word of anything. And I put other titles. And I said coming in 2020. And I put Beautiful Chaos. And I put Quiet Chaos because the characters have been talking to me for a long time. I had an idea of how I wanted the books to go. So even back then, I was claiming this
You
as a
put it out
series.
there in the universe. You knew what you were doing.
Yes.
So Tanika brings up
I
this.
hadn't even written anything on them yet.
Tanika just said this. She said, we still don't have the story about Ansel being Ansel. What's your thoughts on that?
The story of who? Ansel being Ansel?
I don't know what
Still
that
don't
means.
have this. Huh. I don't know how to interpret that. When I wrote his book, I'm not gonna lie, I had an idea for another book, but my brain got pulled in another direction, and I just started writing something else. And if I have the time, I got a good idea for a second book for Ansel. I just haven't had a chance to write anything.
That makes sense. That makes sense. All right. So now let's go to this Twisted Mind series here. Let me take my.
I'm laughing at the comments.
Keta. Keta, can you hear me? I don't think Keta can hear me. Can y'all hear me?
I can hear now.
Okay. It's a little slow then. It's a little slow. Oh, it froze a little. Okay.
And I'm not even sure which way I'm reading. I think it's a delay, and I'm not even sure I'm reading the comments in the right order. So I can't really answer. I don't think okay, we froze. Okay. We froze now.
All right. So let's go back to the Twisted series though. What made you write this Twisted series? Well, you kind of told us already. Oh, good. She said she can hear me. So let's go to Michelle Flowers' question now. She said, Twisted Minds blew my mind the first time I read it. I knew you were something special after reading it and was hoping you didn't disappoint by making it your one and only. I love the Twisted series. Did you attempt to make a connection with Aaron in this upcoming Chaos series?
The thought crossed my mind. It did. But I wanted this series to be totally different from the Twisted series. I just wanted the characters to have their own identity and not be related to the Twisted series. So I left it out.
All right. That makes sense. Thank you, Michelle, for asking that. Amber wants to know, is Twisted Minds done?
No, Amber, no. 2019 was a tough year for me. D. Michaels, I'm pretty sure you remember him from Twisted, and Shark. I got a lot of people asking about Shark. They were actually talking to me, and I attempted to sit there and write. I got some words in, but mine just wasn't there at the time to write their story. But they're coming. They're coming. I'm not done yet.
Good. So you are going to go back to that series then?
Yeah. For those, if I write any more books on that series, I'm going to make them like standalone, so you won't have to have read the whole series to get the gist of the new books. And I want to do that so it connects with the series, but you don't have to have read the series.
Okay. So different standalones to kind of introduce people into the world, then, is what we're doing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right, we're going to go to the next question. Two different people asked the same question. Kim and I think I have this name right, Cinquetta, Cinquetta. They both asked, are there any more books coming in Twisted Series? And we already kind of handled that. We already answered that. Yeah. Let's see. Let's go to Theresa Thurman. She says, I have two questions. One, Ansel was my favorite of the series. Will we see more of him in the future? And if so, will he be even more deliciously twisted?
Oh God. I think I mentioned it earlier when I was writing Ansel's book. Oops. But with Ansel, we got lost here. Okay, here we go. We back. With Ansel required the most research because he was a side character that I didn't even think I was going to be writing again. And I introduced him as someone that was into BDSM. I don't know anything about BDSM. So I had to go and interview people. I went to a dungeon. I mean, I was soaking all kind of information just to get Ansel's character right. But even when I started writing Ansel's character, I wrote him in a way that he owned his own version of BDSM. So if I write a book too, I know I got to bring it with his character. So it might take me a while if I do write a book two for Ansel.
Okay. I'm laughing at Latrinda. You see what Latrinda said just now? She said, my boss just caught me. She's taking notes on the books to read. That's hilarious. Okay, so Theresa Thurman, also her second question is, do you plan to do a book on Shark? And you mentioned Shark earlier already, but tell us more about your ideas with Shark.
Shark is the same way. My brain be all over the place. Right after I wrote the Twisted series, I started writing Shark's book, and I got like 30,000 words in.
Okay.
Man, it was so dark, even for me, that I was like, okay, let me take a step back and come back to it. And I never really got back to it because he wasn't talking to me.
Now, was he dark?
But if Shark start talking, yes, Shark will have a book.
Were you in a dark mood when you were writing it?
For me, Shark, I guess I was, but then Shark being how he was, I know his history had to be something so bad that it shaped who he was. So I was like, maybe I shouldn't make it this bad. Let me think about what I'm doing for a minute. So I kind of stepped back from Sharks.
Okay. Let's get into Beautiful Chaos, which was the true reason why we came here. I'll pull it up right there. All right, so we got drug lords, empires, a kind of arranged marriage sort of situation, some secrets. We got a shrine. I can't wait to collab with you. We got some gruesome ass shit. Like, ooh, we got some gruesome shit. I love that. We got some action. Yeah, man. So we got Kane, Desiree. I might mess up these names. Arjun, Mecca. You know how when you read the book, you got your own pronunciation and shit. Who's your favorite character in the book? Yeah. Who was the one where you just, I like this character?
For me, and a lot of readers don't like a strong female. For me, Mecca was my favorite to write. She was my easiest to write because I like writing strong males.
We got this question coming up. I put it on the screen just now. You want to answer that real quick? How did Cain end up with Desiree's dad?
Oh, okay. So at the end of Beautiful Chaos, I think it was, I don't know who, I think it was Desiree's point of view. She was telling that they had only been married for 2 weeks, but Cain had to go on like this hunting mission. And then he after that and did that thing, you know, they got their hot sex out the way. He pulls her down to his dungeon basement. And down there, that's where that he found that. Or he showed her that because he had told her that he was gonna kill her dad because of what he did. Like Desiree got power over Cain. She made him alive. So he didn't kill her dad. Instead, he put him in his dungeon prison.
So now Tanika Thrill Kill. I think I got this right now. Tanika Thrill Kill. She wanted to know who was the most difficult character to write. Who was the most difficult?
From the Chaos series.
Mm-hmm.
From the Chaos series, it was Desiree because I was going back and forth on how strong I wanted her to be, and for the way Cain was, and for the amount of shit that Cain dumped on her, I made her a little more tame than my usual characters. Because if it would have been like a character like Megan, she would have been trying to bury his ass. If it would have been like a Regina, she would have been trying to throw him in the incinerator. If it would have been like a doggone Laura, she would have just shot him in the face. If it would have been Beverly, she would have been trying to cut him. So I had to make Desiree a little more tame than my usual character, but mentally strong so she can deal with him.
So we have this question here on the screen by Natasha. It says, I didn't submit a question beforehand, but I wonder if anyone you know in real life inspired the character of Cain.
No. 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 Cain just came out of my imagination. Period. I don't know anybody like that.
All right. I think if you did, I think she's going to ask for the number, is all I'm saying. Okay, this is the next question we have. Tamika Brown. Oh no, I already have that. I had the Chaos series. Okay, so then let's go to Susan Hall Comrie. Her question is, what inspires you as a beautiful Black woman to write books featuring...
Wait. I'm reading the question. How long has who been down in the dungeon? The dad?
Where?
If that question is definitely gonna get answered in book 2.
All right. So now, Susan Hall Comrie wants to know, what inspires you as a beautiful Black woman to write books featuring interracial romance?
For me, it's from experience. All through high school and college, anybody that asked me out wasn't Black. It was always like white guys or Mexican or Puerto Rican or something. Mm-hmm. And I was like, well, I like them all. But that was all that was asking me out. And then my first husband, may he rest in peace because he's no longer with us. He was white. So for me, it was this experience of being in an interracial relationships.
Okay. Here we have a question right here from Tanika Thrillkill. Will Desiree continue to run organization with Mecca?
I'm gonna say yes. and book two is finished. I made sure that when book 2 is where I actually started. If book 2 was actually supposed to be book 1.
Okay.
But book 2 is finished. I'm working on the rough draft now, and a lot of the questions asked now are going to get answered in book 2.
All right, that makes sense. That makes sense. All right. Let's see. The next one is I'm trying to get some of these questions on here.
Yep, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Don't be looking at it. I'm supposed to be helping you out. You're supposed to just relax and just you look at the screen, and I'm gonna magically put the questions there for you.
Look,
Here we
relax and feel.
And then here, look at this. Here's a question, right? Well, not a question. Here's a thing. For Montgomery said, I felt that since Desiree had to deal with her dad in the gang scene, she was able to deal with Khan. Okay. Oh, we have another question right here. If Desiree is running her father's organization, doesn't that put a target on her back?
Yes, a big target, especially since it got out that she was the bookkeeper for her dad. But think about it. Look who she got now. Would you mess with her if you met somebody like King?
Okay. We got one more, and then
Did
I'm
I
going to
give
go back
something
to
away?
Could you please give
Did I
Desiree
give
a
something
little
away
more
just now? You didn't know she was the bookkeeper?
Okay, we're gonna go back to the questions that the people submitted in, and then I'll come into the comments every now and then. All right, so Devin Amaya, stop laughing. This is a serious live discussion right here. Okay, Devin Amaya, will we see, she just asked, will we see Ansel, Aaron, and the gang again?
Yes. I actually got into D. Michael's book, and I got to do a lot of research because he's one of those like computer specialists, hackers. He know how to do all that stuff. So I got to do a lot of research to make sure I get it right with him. But in his book, I got Ansel, Aaron, and I think Dax gonna be helping him out of a situation. And I got about 25,000 words in. So D book is coming. I just don't know when. Do I think I can write a solo novel that doesn't turn into a series? Yes, I can. I actually have a few. I just don't have time to actually get into them.
All right. Let's see. I'm messing with some of these comments here. Okay, Michelle Flowers. Beautiful Chaos was definitely graphic, like the others, but it almost felt poetic. Was there a certain vibe you had with this book?
Yes. For the Twisted series, of course they grew up in like a racist MC, so and they had to kill people. But it was more by choice. For these characters, they at 5 was being trained to be killers and they didn't have a choice. So I want in a lot of, and I think I put in there about them being punished even for like academics. So I wanted their behavior to be reflected on what they went through to get to where they were. So it, for me, it was different from Twisted because they had a choice on whether they could on what they were, and these guys didn't. So I wanted the vibe to be very different.
So now, this person here just said, Avion Pierre said, I think I
Thank
said it
you,
right.
Yvonne Pierre.
Yeah. And I
Thank
wanted to
you.
say that too. The way you write, it's like you've been writing for 10, 20, 10, 20 years. You are very, very new. You're very new to the game. So, I mean, do
For
you see?
me,
Yeah.
I I just write what the characters say. I'm just raw and rugged, just like my characters. I have no training, so that's
Girl, you
one of the
don't need
things that
training.
takes me longer to write because I have no training. I have to go and I got a checklist. Let me show it to
Mhm.
y'all.
Let me see the chat list. Let me see the chat list.
This was when I
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
this is my checklist. And this was like grammar because I don't have any training. It just takes
Mhm.
me longer and I want to get it right. So it just takes me longer to write.
Every book though, you learn something new. You get stronger. So if you're coming in strong, then like that book in 2, 3, 4 years is gonna be like insane. Because I mean, you're coming in strong as hell, and it doesn't look raw. It doesn't look amateur. So like, you can't even say that now. Because how many books is this? Like, you are straight up a writer, right? How many books you got?
This this is number 5, 6. I think this is 7.
Yeah, like yeah, like
And I'm
and the
working on 8.
training though, the training is bullshit to me because it's
And
like
the list I just showed you. No, the list I just showed you. This is what I'm using for 8.
my shit is color coded. I have different colors, and it still don't. That's what pissed me off when people are like, "Oh, she didn't care at all about the writing, and there's mistakes." It's like, bitch, I be staying up all night going over shit and just stressing. We stress even when the book come out. We're stressed. We want it to be good. We want the grammar to be great. We want everything to be perfect. We want the experience to be right. So then when it's a mess up, that shit hurts us deep within our soul, man. Sometimes that shit keep me up at night.
It really
Okay.
does.
I've been thinking in my head, like in the middle of
It
the morning, I look
really
at the
does
ceiling.
because for me,
Go.
it does too because I, I go through. I'm not gonna even kid you. I would go through the book. I would go through and I would let Microsoft talk back to me so I can hear it first. Then I download it on my Kindle and I actually read it and to find stuff. But sometimes it's so into your mind that you don't see what other people can obviously see.
No. Yeah. Because you've been living with this book for months at times, right? For a minute. And so sometimes you're reading it and you already know what's coming next, so you can slip over stuff sometimes. For sure, for sure. Okay, so let's go back. Michelle Flowers asked, she said, I don't know if it's because I'm comfortable with your writing now, but I knew who the bookkeeper was right away. Was that on purpose?
Mm-mm. I actually went through the book. I actually went through the book and took out clues as to who the
Mm,
bookkeeper was because I wanted it to be a surprise. Most people got surprised, and then some people say they knew right away. I think for a lot of people, when she saw Kane torturing that guy and she started asking questions, that might have gave it away too.
mm. Okay. I want y'all in here to let me know the moment when you knew. For people who knew immediately, I want to know what scene it was that told you who it was. But what's this one thing that's funny that I wanted to bring up that I forgot to bring up earlier? And we were talking about this one of those nights in the middle of the night. You start writing the book at different, like, crazy parts. So, like, this series, you started at the end, right? Or was it this? Where did you start? You started on the second book or some shit like that, right? It wasn't the first chapter.
I I started on the second book. I started on the second book. No, it wasn't it was like close to the end of the book. Like I could see the scene in my head. Like Mecca and Arjun. I didn't even know their names. And I was like, whoa, this is some good stuff. Let me start writing. So I started writing. And I got their names and I just kept writing. And then this was supposed to be book 1, and it was Arjun and Mecca. Then I was like, no, they need a lot more history. So I backed off from that and I went to Kane's book to give a lot more history for the characters.
Yeah. I think that's bugged out though. Like
I do not write in order. I don't use the outline.
That blows my mind though, that you can write out of order. Like you've been able to write the last scene and then go back. It's like crazy to me. So you're a panzer then. Barbie asked this. Are you a plotter or a panzer? Yep. You're a panzer.
Oh, what?
So panzer is when you just start writing at the seat of your pants.
I have no idea.
And a plotter is
yes,
outline.
Yes.
Yeah. See, that makes sense.
I tried because I go and I read blogs. I go and I read everything just to try to get more education on writing. And I tried to do outlines. I don't stick to them. I just veer off so far that an outline does me no good.
I will outline the book and not follow it in the middle, but I got to outline and do something. I think I'm getting OCD as I get older. So now remember I asked the question to the people who are watching. I asked when did they figure out who the beekeeper was? So this person said the torture scene. Another person said, let me see, they didn't know until Mexico. Let me see. Theresa said torture scene too.
Mexico.
All right.
Okay.
Real kill, just okay. Oh, by the way she reacted. Okay. Authors want to know this. I just wanted to ask, because authors be wanting to know little shit like that, because then that's going to help us improve later on. Seemed like someone asked a question. Let me plop this up real quick before I go. Okay. What Tamika say? Let me pull up the next question while you're reading that. Let's see. Okay. No, I think it was instinct. She was not scared. I knew when they tried to kidnap her and she was wondering why they were looking. Okay. All right. And then we have more on the torture scene.
Okay.
All right. So Michelle Flowers, she said, the epilogue had me holding my damn breath. Oh my God. Kane was intense from beginning to end. I totally could see how Desiree fell in love with him. But despite how deep their connection is, he's still a killer. Did you set us up for Arjun and Mecca or Patrina and Tywin?
Arjun and Mecca was already in existence, but Patrina and Tywin was not. I actually went and took out stuff on them because I just wanted them to be side characters. But for some reason, my side characters have a way of speaking to people that I don't even think that they would, and they do. So even though there's nothing calling in my head for Patrina and Tywin, but the reaction to their characters is pretty much probably going to turn into a book.
So now this person said, I want Kane's father to suffer.
Somebody wants Miss Avion. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing your name wrong. You want Kane's father to suffer?
You need to write that down. You got to put that in the scene.
Oh my! I'm so bad, but I think I'm gonna give something away if I come. Miss Pierre, I can't comment on it.
I got another question up here. What inspired your characters in your Caged Chronicles short?
Oh, God. After I write, man, I just do a brain dump and I forget what I wrote. I'm trying to think of who I wrote in the Cage Chronicles. It was God, I can't even remember.
She took it
I
back.
don't know.
She took it back. I've done that. I've done
I
this.
don't know. The Phoenix Daniel gave me the premise, and 2-3 days later, I just had something wrong. I don't
Snatched
know.
it up. Snatched it up. We got another one explaining when they knew. I knew from the dialogue with her dad and then with the bookkeeper. Then when the bookkeeper was mentioned, when Cain was tortured. Okay. Yeah, everybody's
Oh,
seen
about
the
the
torture.
bookkeeper?
Yeah, we still got a couple from that. All right. So let's go
Did anybody catch? Did anybody catch what Angel told her when he had her at the table? He said he didn't want her for her looks or anything. He wanted her for her mind.
Ooh.
He knew. He knew too.
So Michelle Flowers, she also
Is
said
Mecca getting a big wedding?
that.
Oh my goodness.
Is she gonna get a big wedding?
She gonna get a good wedding.
Okay, someone brought up the spy scene. I think there's already a question about it, but we're gonna talk about the spy scene real quick. Let's just talk about. Tell us why. What made you come up with it? What was going on?
For me, the spy scene is I wanted the readers and Desiree to see what Cain was trained to do. And he showed them. That's all I can say. I just wanted people to see that where his training come from, why he was, why his father, what his father had done to him. Like killing was like nothing. It was like his job. It's like I'm doing my job. This might freak everybody else out, but for me, this is like for me just sitting down typing for him. And they got to see it. The readers and Desiree got to see it. And poor Katrina was just stuck there seeing it all.
Okay, that's crazy. So now you have no regrets then on writing that scene at all.
Someone said sure. Oh my goodness.
The spy scene was everything. I screamed and laughed my ass off. So wait, check this out. So Michelle Flowers, the sex scenes were beautifully written, but didn't seem as dirty and forbidden as in the Twisted series was. Was there a reason?
Say again?
Was there a reason that the sex scenes weren't super dirty and forbidden? That's what Michelle Flowers wanted to know.
You didn't think they were dirty? How much? If you incorporate a car into sex, I mean that's pretty dirty. Oh my goodness! But I think for me, I just went with what the characters were putting off. Hey, here's the sex that they have. I don't know.
So then look, Mecca told him she wanted a big wedding, and Mecca gets what she wants. Look at that. Desiree was nosy as fuck. Everybody talking about this spa scene. Okay,
Oh,
let's go
yes, she was.
back. Let's see, put it here. All right. So Tamika Brown
I
actually
don't know. I
asked,
just know I had to bring it.
Tamika said, why not introduce Desiree to Khan first? We knew he would have an internal battle to whether he deserved her or not.
Oh my God. I don't think I would have even had a book if I would have introduced them to. The chemistry between them, even from the start, I I can't even see. I had to put something in there major that would try to keep them from going at each other. So that's why I incorporated that she was engaged to his brother. I knew I had to do something major to try to keep them apart, and it still didn't keep them apart.
I think your thing, you know what, Keta, maybe you should do the refresh it real quick. Cause it kind of zipped in. Do refresh real quick and then come back in. You still reading. Do the oh, are you doing it now? Yeah.
Let me write that down. It might be some more ideas. Eastern. Okay, I was off for a minute, but I'm reading this about Eastern promises. Look, I'm writing it down because I never saw that, and it might give me some other ideas. Movie. So was Eastern Promises like a bad scene where a lot of killing took place in the spa?
I'm waiting for her to answer. We got some more. Let's see. Oh, Michelle said this too. In comparison to the Twisted series, it was good sex scenes, just not twisted. Makes sense. That makes sense. And then Tamika said, I think the sex scene was great. It was only in Ansel book the sex became intense, but other books the sex were the same. Oh, okay. Here's an answer to the Eastern Promises one. I guess it was in a Russian bathhouse. That's what she's trying to say.
Oh, okay, okay.
So now Tamika
No, I never.
asked
I
us,
had to write that one down because I never saw it. It might spark something.
I'm gonna write it down too. So now Tamika said, I think Arjun was more upset because Khan found something real and he feels cheated.
I agree. Um, for Arjun, he admitted that he didn't love Desiree, but she was the first one that he actually chose to try to have something meaningful with, and he was the one that also just pretty much handed her over to his brother. So I think it hit him hard that I had this woman that I wanted to try with, and I just gave her to my brother, and here they go. Here they go.
So now,
So yeah, he was hurt. His ego was bruised. His ego took a couple of blows.
so Tamika said something else. She said something is up with Raymond and his plan with his girls. Why did he get the FA involved?
Okay. So here go with Raymond. He done went and got himself in trouble with these drugs, with his gambling. So he owes somebody a lot of money. So he goes to Arjun to make this alliance deal. But Arjun is part of a syndicate where they had to get votes to seal the deal. So Raymond couldn't get money from Arjun right away. Raymond needed the money right away. So while he waiting on the deal with Arjun them to go through, he went running to the FA and did the same deal to get double dipping in money. Now, if Arjun had married Desiree in time and it wouldn't been postponed, Raymond was thinking along the lines that, okay, if my daughter married to him, we're gonna be under the syndicate umbrella. So it don't matter what kind of deal I made with somebody else. My ass gonna be covered. It didn't happen that way, and shit just hit the fan because everything got postponed. And Raymond just cut so many crazy deals that he just made everything worse. And then the brothers, they still weren't sure if Raymond was covered.
Okay. So now Natasha, though, she says, I would think he feels cheated, but I loved how you wrote that his love for his brother outweighed his ego.
Yeah, I think for Arjun, like seeing the way his dad treated his little brother, that it just hurt him worse to see his little brother get treated that way. So they had always been close. So even as adults, he knew that he was the only one that cared about his brother's feelings. So he was like, okay, I can't do this.
So now, okay, wait. Someone's saying the sound is muffled. Let me see how many we got. Do you want to, Keta? Say something real quick.
Yeah.
Okay. It's better now.
Something real quick.
Okay. All right, look. Let's see what's this. I can't with you right now. The sex scene with Khan Desiree was erotic and sweet. He truly felt he didn't deserve someone so beautiful. Let me see what this one's saying. All right, so let's go to Devin Amaya. She asked the question. All right, let's go. At the end of Beautiful Chaos, Desiree said that she understood why Kane put them in the cell, but Desiree only named her dad. Is there another person in there with him? Will we be getting a story on Tywin? And will we read more on the man with the crescent moon scar? Oh, wait a minute. Did Keta freeze? Keta, did you freeze?
Wait, say again? That one cut out on.
Okay. God damn it. Wish I could smack this software. Okay, I'm going to say it again. At the end of Beautiful Chaos.
Okay, I got it.
Oh, you got it.
When Desiree said them, she didn't mean like more than one person. I wrote it that way for her to mean like one person, but not to give away that who she was talking about is why I didn't use him instead of them. So I was trying to hold off on giving away who she's seen for as long as possible, but it's only one person in the cell.
So now she wants to know, will we be getting a story on
the nail painting scene?
She said, but she wants to know, will we be getting a story on Tywin? And will we read more on the man with the crescent moon scar?
There's nothing, and when I say nothing, the characters are not. They were supposed to be just side characters. I don't know what these characters are whispering into people's ears. There's nothing in my head, but if those characters start talking, you best believe I'm right.
Well, I hope so, because I like the idea of that scar. Ruby Carlton just said, "Am I late?" Ruby, we are about to
No,
end
Ruby,
right now.
you're not late. You in time. You still got time to get some questions in.
You late, Ruby. Ruby, you late. Okay. Let's push everybody. We finished with the questions that went in. So if you have any questions, pop them up right now, and we will put them on the screen. And let's go. Let's see what we got for my guy. I like. We're looking for some questions. Let's see if we have any in here coming up. Tywin has a story. Okay, so Tamika thinks Tywin has a story. What do you think? Keta drinking over there, guys. I'm drinking too. Put your drinks in the air. What you drinking? I can't hear you, Keta. Keta, hold up now. Keta, you done muted your stuff. Keta, press the thing. Did you mute your button? Or something. Your audio is out. Say something. God damn it. I can't hear you. I cannot hear you right now. I can't hear. Don't read the questions. Let me tell you. Okay, hold on. Keta, do your press on the button. I think your shit is mute, or is it mute for me? Say something now. Hello? God damn it. This software is crazy. I'm good. Okay. She just went out. She got to come back in. I'm going to tell y'all what. Keta was funny. When we first started this off, I'm waiting on Keta to come back in. When we first started this, her image didn't show up. And so I'm like, what the fuck? Why isn't your image? So we going through all this shit. I'm talking to help support. Come to find out, Keta just had a little note in front of the damn camera. I was like, Keta, if you don't fucking stop playing around with me right now. So we are waiting on Miss Keta to come back. Come on, Keta. And we have, okay, so Theresa is drinking. Natasha's drinking. What y'all drinking now? What y'all drinking? How soon? Okay. Keta. A mimosa mix over here. Oh, Theresa drinking too. We got a ton of questions. Let's see what Keta is doing. Let me message her real quick. Come back in, Keta. Natasha's having Pinot Noir. I had a rum and lemonade over here. I waited close to the end so that I wouldn't be too drunk. Because I haven't drunken anything in about a month or so. I'm still waiting for Miss Keta. I'm going to send her this link one more time just in case that's a slow up. But it shouldn't be. Also, I want to thank y'all. You know what? Since we're waiting on her. Yeah, she hasn't come in yet. Since we're waiting on her, let's do the drawing real quick. I'll do my drawing. Are you there? Let me pull you up. I can hear you now. I'm so glad you're back. I missed you. I missed you. I missed you. God damn it. You was gone and I felt alone.
I don't know what happened.
Okay, hold up. Let's get these questions real quick because I'm drinking now. Okay, hold up. Look, I'm gonna pull up the questions. I'm gonna
feel anything on the keyboard.
You did something over there. You fucking did something over there, and I'm gonna get you. That's all right though. That's all right. On my first live discussion, okay. I'm gonna pull up your screen, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna post the different questions coming up, and you can answer them. Okay.
Okay.
All right.
Somebody haven't put none of the water. This what your writing does. I can't even get the rest. What's next and how soon will you get it? Next is Mecca and Arjun's book. The rough draft is done. I'm fine-tuning the book right now. It takes me, I think I mentioned it earlier, it takes me a little bit longer because I'm not traditionally trained at all. I'm just rough and rugged. And to smooth out my books, I have to go through my little process to get everything right. So I would say late May, early June, should be seeing Mecca and Arjun.
You are a great writer. Just stop saying that. Is all I'm saying. It don't. You are not.
I'm just speaking the truth. I'm just speaking the truth.
We're not doing that in here. Okay. This is Ruby Catherine.
Will you continue to write sequences, or do you have new material coming out? There's, I can't lie. I have. If I flash y'all a copy, or if I flash y'all a screenshot of my desktop, I have so many rough drafts of books. But for some of them, the research and my knowledge on how to write them better, should I say better, is I don't feel them there yet. So I just sit them and wait until I feel like I'm ready.
You got to just do that shit though. Sometimes you got to just sit down and write, and you writing that will get you to where you're going, because you think that something might be difficult, but you know how to do it. You just got to do that shit. Okay, let's see. This is Michelle Flowers.
How soon for Quiet Chaos? I think I just said it. I'm working. I'm going through. I'm going through it right now. I would say after the edits and try to find the book cover, late May, early June. The latest mid-June, you should see Mecca and Arjun. And I know I got to bring it with them because of how I introduced them. The brother from Roots of the Wicked. What brother? The brother from Roots of the Wicked. Oh, the one that was the drunk. The one that was the drunk.
Look, everybody, this is the author thing. Sometimes we forget our characters. We really do. You're like,
no, I'm guilty.
My readers always know characters better than me. I feel like shit when that happens.
I'm guilty. For me, like Kane and Desiree, brain don't they gone, because right now my mind is stuck on Arjun and Mecca.
That's so it.
You asked me something about Kane and Desiree, you might get lucky with a good answer.
So this is okay. The next book in the Twisted series, will it be much further in the future, as in them having children possibly? We're gonna get some babies. We're gonna get some babies.
Oh my goodness. I can't even imagine them people having kids. If I give anybody, you know what? I do have in mind, and I don't want to give it away. The first person I want to get pregnant, if I do a book with kids, is going to be the most shocking person of the whole series that get pregnant.
Here we got another one. Jackie Swinson wants to know, as a writer, how do you get in the zone to finish a story? That's a good question, Jackie.
Ooh, Lord. For me, like I run. I love to run. Running gives me ideas. I mean, stuff just while I'm running, stuff just coming in my head. It relaxes me. After a good run, I soak in the tub because my ass is old, so I gotta soak my bones. And I soak in the tub and I sit behind the computer and it just comes out. It just flows out. And if I have time, I just let it all out there. So for me, the after a good run, I'm good. It starts off everything.
So now when I'm walking, that is true. I do imagine what's going on. Do you have I need a playlist before I can write the book. Do you have a playlist of music? Like, is there certain characters that you play certain albums or certain songs around?
I'm one of them people that'll put Pandora on and let the music random just play. It doesn't matter what I listen to. I just listen to it.
So then, what type of? So it don't matter at all. But is it blues? Because you're from New Orleans, right? You're from New Orleans, right? What type of music do you like to listen to?
Yep. A lot of people have no idea what Zydeco is, but I listen to Zydeco. I listen to blues. I listen to country. I mean, I listen to everything. But Zydeco music will get you in the mood. It'll get you dancing. It'll make something move. It just gets you in a good mood.
I love Zydeco. My father's side is all New Orleans, so I grew up on that. Okay, let's see what else we have. Oh, look, everybody telling you you are a great writer. You are a damn good writer. You are not allowed to come up in here again talking shit about how I'm just starting over. Shut the fuck up. You're good, girl. Write those books that came to your motherfucking mind. Talking about you ain't gonna write shit now. Okay, let's see. Let's see. I'm just going through these now. Okay, boom, 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 boom. They just talking. All right, look. Oh, I would love to read a Latin lover series. You want to do some Latin people?
Ooh, yes.
What's a character you really like? Those books that you're talking about that are up, that your to-do books, like, because I got a bunch of bucket list item books, right? So do you have bucket list item books, some books where it's like, oh my God, I really want to write this. I really want to write this. What's a good bucket list item book that you have in your mind that you want to write?
For me, a lot of people probably don't know, but the first books I wrote was paranormal. And I actually wrote, and this was my learning. I took a year, I just did a year of just learning. My husband convinced me just to put my books out there. And I put out 5 paranormal books. I didn't even try hard, but the response to those books is what sparked me to try harder, to do better. So I pulled those books off of Amazon, and I'm hoping that I get a chance to redo them.
Yeah.
Let me see if I got it.
See, that's so funny because I love writing paranormal too. Let me see. You got a book cover over there? That's what we should collab on. Oh, and man. Put it up closer. Let me see.
And some of the
Smoking Fire.
Some of the people probably read some of them.
Let me see what that one is. What's that say? 7? 7? I think that's 7 right there.
Yep.
See, that's what we should do. We should do paranormal collab. We should do a paranormal.
And they're not on the market because I just put them out there to see what was gonna happen.
Mhm.
And I didn't promote them or anything. And my husband was like, "See, I told you to put that shit out there."
Yeah, man.
And I was like, "Oh my God."
We're in a time now, though, where I think paranormal and fantasy, this is just my take on life, but I think paranormal and fantasy is going to start becoming more important because we're in a really, like, reality is so fucked up that motherfuckers want
Yep.
a vampire or a witch right now. So I'm definitely going to finish up what I'm doing, and I'm definitely getting back to some, I want to do some voodoo. You know what? I wanted to do voodoo in Louisiana, man. You need to do this with me because we both got roots in Louisiana. Voodoo. I want some roots, some hoodoo. Okay, so we got this person here. She said, on a personal note, thanks to your books, my husband and I have rekindled the passion in the bedroom. 13 years and 3 kids later.
Hey, yes.
All right, everybody take a drink.
Look, that's a motivation for your ass. Look, let me take a drink on that one.
Cheers. That's something that authors want to hear.
That's good.
You and your man had sex in my book? Thank you.
Hell yes.
Okay, we got another question. Says, Keta, you asked us what generation we were. What generation are you?
I put it on there. That I'm Generation X. My ass is old as hell. I'm over 40.
Yeah.
Let me just say that.
Yeah, don't be saying that because I'm over 42. We both Generation X now, and I'm still young. I'm holding on. Are you getting gray hairs?
Look, do I need to show y'all the side of my head?
No, man, we good. We don't need to see it.
Do I need to show you?
Okay. Let's see. Oh, somebody said Jan here. Of course, Jan's here. I wish Jan. We all 3 authors collab. We got to do it. Let's see. Jan is next for the live discussion. Keta just walking around. This is what happened when authors drink. This is what happened when we drinking.
Oh,
She's just walking around.
So I got to plug in.
You're gonna plug. You just right now. This was the moment when you decided to plug your computer in. Okay. I see how you do me. You come to my little area. You got your ass all up in the camera.
Okay, we back.
Got your ass in the camera twerking it. I'm not doing this with you right now.
Did y'all see that I had pajamas on? Look, I had pajamas on the bottom.
Got my pajama bottoms too. We ready. Okay, we got to stop this. We got to get to these questions and get out because now we're just playing around. All right. Any books with Middle Eastern men on the horizon? Hells yes. I'm doing that. You doing that? Middle Eastern men.
Middle Eastern men. Y'all do know that I spent almost a decade in the Middle East. So, yes. I can definitely do Middle East.
Oh, you're good now. Say something else real quick. Make sure we can hear you good.
Something else real quick.
All right, motherfucker. We gotta just do this again just for whatever. Next book release, we doing this again. Okay. Ooh, a bodyguard book, but like she's political figure and he gets hired because there's a hit out on her for whatever reason. A bodyguard book. Okay, I can see that. Would you consider doing a bodyguard one? Ooh, someone said they read
if the character really. Look, let me apologize now. I didn't even try hard. It was just me, my husband telling me to put it out there, and I just put it out there.
That book is good. Stop it. You and K Killers now. We don't play all of that. We love you.
But the thing is, though, I pulled them back so that I can redo them and make them better.
So then these are the ones that you're putting out for the paranormal. They're going to be a new edition.
The paranormal books that I already wrote, I got 5 written. I pulled them. They're not available anymore. I pulled them back so I can make them better. And I have so many paranormal ideas because the man, talking about characters speaking. I even started. I got the first 5 I had done, and I got 4 additional ones completed that I haven't even put out. I just got the rough drafts done.
It's on. We got someone who said, "Take me to the fairy and supernatural realm, please." We coming. We both need to finish this regular series, and then it's fantasy time.
Look,
this summer,
you telling the wrong person to take you to the paranormal because I love it.
I love fucking writing fantasy. People would think that I hate it because I haven't written in a while, and I heard somebody talking about how we might be quarantined till like middle summer. We're gonna be writing fantasy. If we quarantine till motherfucking summertime, I'm gonna be writing some supernatural. I'm writing supernatural. So
I'm not gonna even lie. Quarantine have given me so much writing time.
Yes.
That I'm like, oh,
that's one way.
Some people like they're not liking quarantine. My ass is loving it.
Yeah. Yeah, because I have been able to write even more. I've finished more shit than I ever have in my life with quarantine, because usually I got to do homeschool and then I got to take the kids on field trip, shit like that. But now it's like, hey guys, we are in, and I've just been writing my ass off.
Yep.
Let's see. Okay, Gen X.
Gen X.
Everybody talking about it. I'm going through the things. Oh, so someone said, I know Kenya has a kill list, do you? So my kill list is for characters in the book. So in the book, I have certain characters that can die and certain characters that won't. So for you, do you have a kill list? Do you have characters that can motherfucking die in your books? And tell the truth.
I'm not gonna lie. When I first wrote the Twisted series, I was gonna leave Aaron dead, but then I was like, I can't do that. So I found a way to make him come back. And then even when the editor was reading through and editing book 3 of the series, she actually called me on the phone. She said, and y'all, my real name is Michelle. Keta Kendric is a pen name. She said, Michelle, she said, you can't do this. You're gonna kill your writing career if you kill this major character. And I told her, I said, just keep reading. And then she kept reading and she found out I hadn't killed Aaron. So for me, I don't think I can touch my major characters because readers probably will give me hell if I touch like a major character they like. Now, if it's somebody they didn't like, then yes, they gone. They could get it.
But you don't want to make your readers cry, because I like making my readers cry. You don't like making them cry a little bit? Yeah. Just a little tear? Yeah. Just a little tear, you know what I'm saying? Farrah Bursey was the one who said she read Smoke and Fire, by the way. I'm putting her up there.
Really?
So good. Thank you, Farrah.
Thank you. Now, did you know it was me? Because I use my government name on those books.
Oh, she also had an idea. She said, Asian mafia storyline like the Yakuza Korean underground would be. Of course. Asian. I think that's another thing. This is my another like hot take here. I think Asian men are becoming a big deal in romance. At least that's what I hope, because I'm going to be writing more about them. Do you see yourself doing any Asian male characters?
I don't have any in mind, but if one come to mind, I would sit myself down, do the research and writing. But for now, no, I don't have anything for now.
Well, we're gonna be thinking about it. So here's another one. This person says, when you say redo the paranormal, are you changing the plot or just making editorial changes?
Nope. Of course you're gonna get some one stars, the people that hate it, but the response that I got back from those books from and for me, I didn't even try hard. For somebody that didn't try that hard to get a positive response like that, I'm not gonna change the plot. I'm just gonna do like a better edit, and then for all of my paranormals, I ended them with like on a cliffhanger, and then I'm learning that readers don't like cliffhangers, so I'm giving all of them like a good ending where readers are stuck on the cliffhanger.
No, I've gotten hurt. Oh my God, I did a cliffhanger. I've done several cliffhangers. And I hear y'all. Okay. Y'all be making me cry, but okay. So yeah, readers don't fuck with cliffhangers. That is actually that's my goal for this year. No cliffhangers in 2020, motherfuckers. No cliffhangers.
No cliffhangers.
Jesus.
If I can help it, I won't do any more cliffhangers. I'll just leave just enough to let you know, okay, it might be something else coming, but no cliffhangers.
Yeah, nothing hard. We have somebody said you did make them cry when Aaron died. See? You like to make people cry.
Oh my God. Man,
we got another one.
When they thought Aaron was dead, people was calling me on the phone, people was inboxing me, people was emailing me, people said, I can't read the rest of the book. We had in the group, we had like a little therapy session where I had to tell readers, look, y'all please keep reading. Then you won't be disappointed if you keep reading. Just please keep reading.
God damn it.
And
pull your balls
up. Wow.
Pull your balls up, man. It's gonna be okay. So look, here's one from Ruby. Ruby said, what advice would both of you offer to new writers finding a publisher, self-publishing, writer's block? Yo, Ruby, that's a whole motherfucking live discussion in itself.
That's a whole nother thing.
That's a whole 2-3 hour. We should do that shit too. You know what? Kasana wants to do a whole like Cafe Corona up in the IRE Facebook. Maybe we should get in there and talk about like the publishing back. Because Ruby, that's a whole lot of shit.
I think
that's what we should do.
I think so. I went self-publishing first, and let me tell you, it's a lot of research and a lot of work you have to do to get yourself self-published the right way.
Dude.
So, yeah.
Dude. And it costs money too. It costs money. Editors, covers, all that shit costs money. The better it looks, the more money it costs, man. You could spend good grip, several grips.
You don't have an audience. You don't have an audience, so you out there grinding your ass off to get your book ready.
Girl, you don't even. I can go on and on about that shit. I can go on and on. Okay, Farrah Bursey said she didn't know it was you that wrote Smoking Fire. So
yes. That's cool. Yes. And then the crazy thing is that series was written in third person. So and I put it out under my government name, so nobody ever made the connection. For me, I like to leave clues. I like to do like little things to leave clues. Yeah. I think my bio for Michelle Wesley, because that's my government name, was the exact same as my bio for Keta Kendric. And that was kind of like the clue drop for I was the same person.
Would you do another pen name?
Yes. And I kind of wish I would have did another pen name for Roots the Wicked, because it's not in the same line as the Twisted and the Chaos series.
Yeah.
But yes, I would.
Yeah, I got a pen name out there, and the shit on that is so bad. I can't even. It's so bad. It's really, really. It's
See, now
smutty
there you
stuff.
go.
It's so bad that like,
But
no,
that's
this shit is
good.
bad. This shit is bad. This shit is one of the books is Captain Cock Saves the World. That's book one. Book
Wow.
two. Because it was a book two. Captain Cock Saves the President. And then I said,
Oh
let me
my
stop
God.
writing this damn. Let me stop. This is stupid. What am I doing? So yeah. Okay, people talk about how they hate. Somebody keeps talking about the habitat. You lucky I can't see who you are. I'm gonna write the habitat.
The what?
So
What's the
don't.
habitat?
That's what a paranormal series of mine. Okay, how many of your characters? Oh, this is from both cards for both of us. How many characters are somewhat based on people you know? Ha! Based on people we know. Good bit for me. I'm gonna let you answer
um,
first. Ooh.
from a mix of people I know. Um, people I met like in the. Oh, I'm off. Am I back on? Okay, I'm back. I think some of the characters I write come from a mix of people I know. Most of it has come from my imagination. Um, being in the military, I was actually a contractor for the military. So being in the environment, you get exposed to a lot. You see a lot of action that like a lot of normal everyday people don't see. So you get to experience
Yeah.
stuff in a way that if you let it out in a book, that other people are it's gonna shock them. So that's a lot of my stuff. That's where it comes from. Just experience stuff I've seen.
Yeah, I definitely have definitely there are definitely people who inspire characters. Um, there's definitely times where there's certain characters that have a lot of me in them. Um, there's a gay guy in the Covenant Campus series. His name is Pipe, and he's very, very, very familiar to who I am. But I don't know, it worked for me to put him in that. What about you? Do you have any characters in any of your books that are very similar to you? Female, male, secondary?
For me, I'm probably that person in a horror movie that when you hear the sound, like people run. My ass is the one that's gonna go take my crazy ass and go investigate what the sound is. That's me. I have a very adventurous streak that people like you look so innocent. No,
Your
yes.
ass is jumping out of planes, though. I was blown away. I saw that picture. I was like, what? She jumped out of a motherfucking plane.
Yeah. My crazy ass done bungee jumped two times, then jumped out of the plane and want to go again.
So now I'm dating. So a lot of the times, if I'm dating a guy, I'm back on this discussion about yeah, Pike it is. Um, if I'm dating a guy, I definitely make him the hero. I haven't been dating yet. I just it's something going on, but anyway. Have you made any heroes? Do they touch on your husband in some way? Like, do you have any real sex scenes too? Are we getting deep into this? Any real sex scenes in your books?
Okay, so I'm gonna be real open with this right here. The same way I am with life, I'm adventurous, is the same way I approach my sex with my husband. My husband don't I'm serious. My husband don't read my books. My husband will flip, find a sex scene, and if it's something we haven't done, he'll give me that look like when. I'm like, oh my God.
And this is good book
He'll
research.
give me that look.
This is great book
Huh?
research. I said this is good book research for your book. You know,
When I say I'm adventurous, when I'm adventurous, that means in every aspect of my life.
All right, so now Quayla, I think I'm saying it right. Quayla Dawson. Are there characters that you feel you made too dark or not dark enough?
Um, Based on the feedback I'm getting back from Desiree, I probably could have put a little more pep in her.
Okay.
And I think I mentioned for Sharp, I think I went too dark on him, and I had to pull back before I even go back into his, because I put some stuff in there that they probably will look at me like, really? No, that's too much. I think it gets to a point where something could be too much.
Okay. All right. I think we're down to ending it. We're gonna end it because it's enjoying us. Everybody's enjoying this. So I'm so glad y'all came in. I want to thank y'all before we get to the giveaways. This is fun.
Thank you. Thank you.
Will you come back?
Thank you.
Will you come back, Keta? Will you come back for me and do another one? Next book that comes out in the Chaos series. Let's do it. Okay. Next book come out. All right, so I'm gonna do my giveaway real quick, and then Keta, I'm gonna put it on you for the giveaway. All right, for your giveaway. I'm gonna do mine real quick.
Okay.
All right. Hold up. Here's one more question. Let me get this in real quick. How many of your books or how much of your writing is based on what you think your fans enjoy, and how much is something just for you? I don't know.
I think honestly, most of it is just for me.
Yeah.
Just based on a lot of writers aren't willing to write like darker side of characters, and I am, because that's what I like to read. So I think a lot of it is based on what I like to read.
It is impossible almost. I mean, I used to, when I first started writing, and my husband left, my ex-husband left and all that, and me and the kids, we was basically out there kind of homeless and sleeping in different people's houses, all this shit like that. And all I had was writing. I was ghost writing for a while. And it was so hard to ghost write because they wanted shit to me, right? And it's really difficult for a writer, to me, to write shit that they don't want to write. So I think it's really hard to just write for the fans. It's good. Like, I like my fans to vote on a hero, vote on a muse, but whatever the votes are, the options for the votes are always some shit that I like myself. And then everyone vote. But I could not just have fans come up, write this, write that, write this, write that, and me actually put the book together. That shit would be hard for me. It would take 6-7 months for me to write that goddamn book. Personally.
No, it's too many. Yeah. It's too many minds. It's so many different perspectives from so many different minds that you couldn't possibly write with the overall fan base you want.
Yeah, and it's too, like you said, it's almost, you're gonna upset somebody. Not everybody's gonna like the damn book, man. That's for one. So you gotta write for yourself so that if the book flops, or if you don't make no money, or if everybody says this is trash and they give it 1-star reviews, at least you could go to sleep at night saying, well, goddamn it, I like that book. I don't give a damn about y'all. I like that motherfucker book. Okay,
I like it.
I'm gonna draw some for all the people who did the form. Oh, look, let me do Keta hat. Keta hat!
Oh God.
Keta hat, man. Do y'all know the story of Keta hat, man? We was in New Orleans and Keta wore it, and somehow I got the
was drunk as hell. That's how you ended up with. You was drunk as hell.
everywhere. Okay, I'm picking 3
Thank
readers.
you, Sarah.
I'm gonna pick let's see, 3 readers for $10 Amazon gift card. Amber, I don't know your last name, but Amber, that's one. I gotta put Jan Jan up in there again since Jan Jan's in here. I think Jan Jan's still in here. All right. And then Susan Hall Comrie. Susan Hall Comrie. That's number 2 winner. So we got Amber, we have Susan Hall. All right, and then the next one, let me shake it to you. Somebody said my Easter bonnet. Okay, and the last one is Devin Amaya. I feel like Devin be winning with me all the time. I'm always sending Devin a card or some shit. Devin, you got too much good luck.
Good thing.
All right,
Yeah,
all right.
that's a good thing, though. Shoot.
Devin keep winning. Devin come through and win. Okay, I'm gonna put it on you, Keta, with your giveaway.
Okay, wait. Don't put it on me. I didn't make a pull from the hat. So we're gonna give people out of your hat more chances to win. Let's do it like that. And you pull 3 more, and we're gonna match it.
All right, you know what I'm
3
gonna do?
more Amazon gift cards.
All right.
Just pull it out of your hat, and I'm gonna write down the name.
You know what? I'm gonna do this random. Hold up, let me get this pen real quick. I'm gonna do this random thing. I think I'm gonna go for people who I kept seeing a lot of. And so I feel like I seem like I saw Ruby. Ruby kept asking questions a lot. So I think Ruby should get something. Who else? I'm going through here right now.
Yes.
So we're gonna do Ruby Cawthorn. Who was the one that read the Smoke and Fire book? Wasn't that like Farrah Bursey? Farrah Bursey.
Miss Farrah?
Right there.
Are you still here, Farrah?
Farrah! I'm sorry. I've been drinking. See, this is why I'm glad I waited to the end. You want 2 winners
that's
or
Miss
3?
Farrah Bursey.
So I got Farrah and I have Ruby.
What we doing?
Oops.
So what we doing? 3 Amazon gift cards?
Yeah. I'm doing 3 for me.
They're $10.
You doing 3 for you?
They're $10 Amazon gift cards?
Yes.
Okay, I'm kind of tipsy, so I got to write this down.
Me too. And you know what?
So first name was
Ruby Cawthorn.
What's your last name? So I can make sure I get you.
I'm gonna send it to you. I'm gonna send it to you, Keta.
Okay.
All right. So Ruby.
And then we got one more.
Farrah. And then who's the next person? Okay. Next person that say something. Next person. Just one more person. Just say it. I'm waiting. Just say something. Put your name in. I don't think they're gonna come. Okay, I'm gonna put.
What?
Let
me
me. It said me. What is your name? Bianca. Bianca. What's your last name, Bianca?
Somebody.
Bianca, you gotta give me your last name. Bianca. I got a whole bunch of names. Okay, so this is how we're doing it. We have everyone who okay, I got a lot of names now. Y'all stop doing it. Okay. So look, the 6 people who just won. That's Ruby Catherine. That's Bianca, who I don't know her last name. That's Farrah Berry, Susan Hall Comrie, Amber, I don't know your last name, and Devin Amaya. Please message me in Facebook, and I will give 3 to Keta and 3 to me. Please message me your email address. Bianca Dalila. Bianca. See, we should have did this. If we didn't even, me and Keta, we didn't talk about this. We should talk about this. Okay.
Okay, we got a last
this
name.
Is our first one.
Last name for Bianca.
That's Bianca right there. So just in case you don't have it though, Keta, I'm gonna send it to you.
Okay, we got it.
We got it.
Okay.
All right. So I think Ruby said your business page or personal. Personal is good. You can also send it to Barbie Pomalis. And Barbie be looking at my Facebook page, but personal page is the best one. Who said they can't ever win? Who is that? Who said I can't ever win? God damn it. What is your name?
Whoever said they can't ever win is gonna get a signed copy of what book?
Roots of Wicked.
Of my newest release.
Oh, Beautiful Chaos.
Chaos, Beautiful Chaos.
So who said that? Because we can't see
who is that?
Who said I can't ever win?
I got some on the way.
Aya was at
as soon as they're getting, send it to you.
All right.
Who said that I can't win?
Yeah, I got it up right now. Anya also, but that's my girl. Anya, you better stop. You know we love you now. Anya, you better stop that. I got a picture of Anya around here. We both got pictures with Anya.
I'm gonna have a book on the way. I'm gonna have a book on the way. Signed book. I got you. Yeah, I'm gonna inbox you.
Oh, I got some. Okay, so I think we are done. We was in here for a minute. I love y'all so much. Thank you so much, Keta. Thank you so much for coming in.
Thank y'all. Thank you.
Yeah. All right, and thank y'all, everybody. I'm about to end it right now.
I appreciate it.
All right, love y'all. Hold up. Let me see. I wanted to do. Okay, yeah, we done.